Hi guys and girls, this is Rob Walker again and welcome to this short video. This is going to be picking the right niche or niche, whichever one you want to call it. Okay, I've been doing online marketing now for approximately 10 to 12 years and this is one of the questions which I get asked. People get introduced to online marketing, then obviously they start to look at products, what to promote, and it's one of those things. What products do I promote on behalf of other people? Which niche do I go with? Now, it's entirely up to you. So what I say to people initially is, if you've got a vested interest in anything to start off with, especially something which might be on ClickBank, you might speak a dual language, you might speak or want to learn a different language or something like that. There's lots of different courses on that. You might play a musical instrument and you have a vested interest in that. Again, there's lots and lots of different courses on there. So if you've got a vested interest in, you've already got some knowledge of that particular subject. Now obviously with ClickBank there's lots of different areas you can go with. There's betting. Obviously a lot of people are actually into betting and gambling. There's lots and lots of different software and bits and bobs, ebooks, where people have created these and you can sell them on their behalf. I mean, there's even a section on there of how to win the lottery. Can you believe it? People who are teaching people how to better their chances of winning the lottery, which I find incredible, but there's obviously a market for it. So this is the type of things what people buy. Weight loss. I mean, it's a sad fact in the world at the moment. There's people starving in some countries, where in other countries people are just so fat they want to lose weight, and so there's a huge industry on ClickBank throughout the world of how people want to lose weight loss product, diet plans, etc. So that's a very good niche to go for as well. But what I'm actually going to do now, I'm actually going to look at the marketplace in detail just to give you some ideas and a little few tips and tricks on actually picking a right product to promote. So let's go over to ClickBank and let's have a look at that. So here we are, we're at clickbank.com, and obviously you've just opened up an account if you've not done one before. So I'm looking at the marketplace here, and I've just come into the health and fitness. Like I said, with the weight loss, it's a huge market, and there's also things like the Truth About Abs, which is a massive program here. Now, what a lot of people do is make a mistake of actually just going for the most popular products. Now, that's fine. I mean, our software actually picks out the biggest selling products, and we'll put those onto your system. But there are ways to actually change things. You don't have to go with the products which we recommend you, but it's up to you. But it goes on what's selling and what's doing well. Now, what you have to imagine is think out of the box a little bit here, because what I do is sometimes I look at products which are new to the market rather than what's established, because if they're new to the market, that means that they might be very good products. It's just that they haven't had many people promote them, so there's an opportunity there. So what I'm trying to say here is think out the box a little bit. I mean, if we look at this health and fitness thing here, we go down to the bottom, just scroll down to the bottom of the page. We've got 249 pages of different products. Now, most people will go, all right, I'll start promoting that, I'll start promoting that, I'll start promoting that. That's fine, okay, that's great, but don't forget there's another 249 pages with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different products on these particular pages. So it's worth looking down the list just to see what you can actually promote, and it's something a lot of people will overlook this and just go for the most selling product straight away. So think out the box, and that applies to every single niche. If we go back to the marketplace again, let's just pick on education. Something what I've not actually done myself, but we've got human anatomy and physiology study course. Nice. Okay. Obviously doing quite well, because people are buying this particular product. There's obviously a market for it. But again, if we look down there, we've got another 20 pages of different products. So it's actually worth just exploring a little bit in any of these different categories here, to have a look to see what's doing quite well. So or not doing so quite well, but having a look on there, what's doing, if it's new, and just having a look around ClickBank, and it's well worth the effort, because the more effort you put in at this stage, the chances are, if you've got things on your website, people haven't seen it before, because a lot of the big selling products, people will have already seen them, or they've had an email before and they've looked at it and thought, well, no, I'm not interested in that. So the fact is that you're introducing something new to the market. You're just thinking outside the box. You stop with anything when you come into online marketing. You've got to stop thinking mainstream. Okay, you've got to put your affiliate head on, rather than sort of just going on buying things on the internet. How you normally shop. You've got to think out of the box and think how people react and look at web pages and what they actually do. So if the content's on the page there, is it something interesting for them to read? And that's what you got to get into the mind of your website users, your cash creator users. Once you start doing that, that's when things start to fall into place. So by picking a new niche, not a problem. If you don't know nothing about it, it doesn't matter, as long as you've done the research and you've looked at these particular products. So let's have a look at this one. I'm just clicking on it at random here. Okay, so I'm looking at this now, and I'm seeing what I can do with it, if it's any good. To be honest with you, it doesn't look that good for me, but there's nothing to say that we go back to here. I mean, I've just clicked on this one here, and that's in this particular category. It's third on the list. So it must be doing some sales. Okay, so ancient math secret: turn even math phobics into number wizards that can calculate effortlessly in their heads faster than most adults with a calculator. There's obviously a market for it. So you've got to laugh a little bit, but people are buying this stuff, and the fact is that if people are buying it, there's money to be made on it. So if we go back again and have a look at this, I mean, what we're talking here, the average sale is 11.85. And we're looking at a rebill. There's actually a rebill system here, so people will get billed monthly. So that's probably a good product to promote, because if you start promoting a product and you start getting the vendor starts getting rebills, that means you get commission as well on the rebill price as well. So that's something to bear in mind as well. So have a good look around this area. Don't just go, right, I'll pick that one. Do the research. That's all I want to try and say with this, is just do the research and educate yourself a little bit, and then you'll have a little bit more knowledge of what niches you want to go after. And if something starts to work for you, then you can start promoting other things in that niche. You can start other websites around that particular niche. Don't just think, right, I'll buy one domain, I'll go for it, and try, say, 4 or 5 different websites on different niches. The ones which start to get the traffic and start to get the sales in, they're the ones which you ought to be honing in on and thinking, right, okay, this particular category, let's say for education, is starting to work for you. Then you start expanding that and buying more domains around those particular key phrases, those particular keywords. So hopefully this video has actually opened your eyes a little bit. I will be adding more videos as we go along, but I'm just trying to take things steady at first. I want you to use the software. I want you to get used to using the software, rather than sort of putting too much information there in the beginning. If I do that, it just confuses everybody. Now, I do appreciate a lot of people will be seasoned campaigners, and there will be you've tried other products before, but this is slightly different. We're trying to sort of take one little baby steps at first, getting you used to using the software, and then we can start educating you a little bit more, and then we can help you create better sites, etc., etc. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll speak to you in the next one.